It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And they set up the screen. That's good play. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. In motion right is Brown. Hooker now off play action. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. 2nd and 10. Hooker to the air yet again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Play fake, now Fields to throw. His first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. It's a +6. The Bengals The right response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a miscommunication on the ladder, the ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Fields. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Walker is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Out of the gun, Fields. And Trout will go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, here we go on fourth down. Fields over the middle, and there's a diving catch. After 1-7-0. NBA Sports. They'll start on the ground here at first down. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. And they'll give it back. It's on the ground.
That ball was not for him, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
We need 6 on this drive. Keep running.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Bengals at 11-5 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. Gets through, and now an opening. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards. Now he'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We need 6 on this drive.
Here's Hooker to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Now up the left side is Brown. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now Hooker. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for PAT. A big play there. His fourth touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as far as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's Fields. He's got it to Collins, complete. Through the middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nico Collins, 70 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Hooker. Field flip in the red zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing. Hooker. This is caught. And he will take it for the Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 25th touchdown. Tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time,
he's got it in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Here's Hooker.
Looking right side, he's got him in. That's Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Hooker's going to throw it.
And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Which way? 10. And he'll take this in the end zone for the Bengals in the lead.
Jamar Chase.
As the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Fields now to throw. And Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Here we go now. Here we go.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Over here, guys. 2nd and 10. Here we go.
Now Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Here's Fields. Well, a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Again, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's got daylight. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals team. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage. Turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
Coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Fields connecting here with Shark on the out route. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll send Brown in motion right. All play action. Here's Hooker. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Hooker. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note said, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jordan Bell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hooker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And they can't bring him down. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 50, here's Fields. Throw out Randy Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He sets to fire deep.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
To the air again, Fields.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Over this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He's got his tight end thrown to his right side.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now it's Fields. That's going to be caught up by Pickens.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Throwing again is Fields. He's got some room to operate. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go down.
Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Aleem McNeil
In there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be out of bounds
Bengals here short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him. Down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Escapes the defender. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Guys, dig deep.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. One last throw here for Fields. That will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bengals, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile,